Our identity is formed by what we love, where we're from, and how we speak. I'm Bruna, and my whole identity has always been lined by multicultural values and experiences. I was born in Brazil, between two family heritages. My mother's side came from Syria, and my father's side came from Spain. So I grew up knowing and tasting cultures at our international table, eating feijoada, falafel, and paella. This interest in otherness led me to literature, this magical door that opens brand new worlds with different perspectives and points of view. I became a writer and an academic so I could pursue my desire of studying and investigating otherness in language and in literature. That's when IU came along. Brazilian writers I adore and amazing professors I've had in Brazilian universities gave lectures in the Department of Spanish and Portuguese. They all said wonderful things about their experiences at Indiana University, and it inspired me to pursue a career at IU. So now I'm here, doing a PhD in Brazilian literature and teaching Portuguese and Spanish. At first, I was scared to come, after a year and a half isolated at home. During the pandemic, my heritage helped me through these difficult times. My grandmother taught me her Syrian bread recipe, and I felt connected with the women who came before me, my ancestors. The support of my family was essential so I could feel safe enough to move to the States and begin this new adventure at IU. Bloomington, as a culturally diverse city, allows me to stay connected with my heritages through international restaurants, language clubs, and events. IU makes me feel like home, and here I found out what being a Hoosier means. For me, being a Hoosier is falling in love with the simple gates, getting lost in the wonderful libraries, taking a break from classes in the little lakes, having fun in the awesome spaces the university provides. Being a Hoosier is getting involved, being connected with our peers in person or in Zoom. Being a Hoosier is feeling like Venus in a fountain. Being a Hoosier is watching a poetic sunset while reading a good book. Finally, being a Hoosier is to be yourself, learn new cultures, and never forget your own heritage. As a multicultural person, now my identity has a new lawyer. Whatever my body is, I will always be a Hoosier. After all, I can still make Syrian bread with American flour, as long as I have my Brazilian hands.
"2021 is a year of reunion, and it brings all Hoosiers back together. I'm Junluo, a sophomore from Shenzhen, China. Here is IU, and this is a typical day of my IU Hoosier life. I start off my day with a busy morning, and I strive to make sure every day is an impactful day. Just like any other Hoosiers, coffee is the essential fuel for a full day of hard work. You can always count on IMU Cafe for a quick morning caffeine blast. And Wells Library is the place for homework. This is where I ace all my assignments and projects. Last but not least, Hodge Hall, Cali School of Business, ranked number 8th best undergraduate business programs this year by US News. And this is where I'm inspired by my fellow class and professors to craft my future, for a vision to create my own story. So, what does IU mean to me? IU is connection, community, and culture. Over the transition through past year's isolation, I stay connected with the IU community through Asian American Association. And this year, I became a family head, where I led a small group of freshmen by giving back to the community that once provided me a place of belonging. We organize social events not only to promote friendship, but also to raise awareness for the Asian American heritage. During the weekends, I immerse myself in the IU culture with IU football games, where I threw myself out there to cheer for Indiana. I also embrace the nature by kayaking at Lake Monroe and literally immerse myself in this environment which flourished all the Hoosiers. I'm truly blessed with the culture, connections, and community that IU has offered. But there's more than that. IU is home, and of course, family. This is my host family, and they're the reason I came to IU. The Barrys both graduated from IU back in the 90s, and their love for IU tremendously influenced my decision for college application. And I made up my mind that IU is the college that I wanted to go. And I never regret for a second about my decision. The isolation couldn't separate us. Instead, it unites us. These are my friends. IU is our home, and this is my story. I am Junluo, and I'm a Hoosier, and I am proud to be a Hoosier at Indiana University.
Hello, I am Apurva and this is my story. My Hoosier journey started in 2020 when I moved from India to USA in the middle of a pandemic, ecstatic to broaden my horizon and explore a new world. Engaging with the community while keeping myself safe hasn't exactly been easy, but the zeal to make a difference kept me going. I got an opportunity to involve with women in computing at IU during my second semester, and it was the best decision I have ever taken. As a fresh graduate with little experience, I was not aware of the bias that women in technology face, and I realized addressing those issues is extremely essential. As an advocate of women in computing, I got an opportunity to network, celebrate and empower many wonderful women within and outside of IU. During summer, I worked in the Bloomington as an intern and got a chance to fully explore the beauty of campus. Also, as a student ambassador at IU, I met a lot of enthusiastic students and interacted with them about my experiences, Hoosier life, while listening to their stories and helping them with their queries, and it gave me a sense of joy and contentment. Now, a typical day in my life begins with my work as an intern. I then proceed to classes with my friends at noon after lunch. My evenings are usually a lot of fun through conversations with family, and the day ends with a nice chat in the company of my wonderful roommates. Wednesday, for sure, is my favorite day of the week as I meet my faculty advisor for the Reimagine Appalachia project, where I learn a lot of new things, and evenings are dedicated to women in computing, where we have networking events, guest talks and social events from time to time. Sometimes my workday schedule changes based on my ambassador responsibilities, and those days are exciting, as I get to meet prospective students, have lunch with them and give them a campus tour. Every day is not the same and is a new experience, and I guess that's the beauty of it. As I look back, I realize how far I have come and grown as a confident and tenacious person that I am today. Being a Hoosier to me is to finding one's passion in life, stepping out of comfort zone, facing any challenge with courage and determination, giving back to the community and building lifelong friendships. Thank you so much for watching.